So once again, welcome to Oracle Fusion SCM training here, right? So today's we are going to discuss about revision control related creations and as well as for the locator related and one more for sub inventory control related controls are there. We are almost all good for the revision related, what is lot and serial related. Now we are coming into the revision related control. Right. We already know the revision related. What is the revision related? Why revision control can be utilizing from the warehouses level. Right. So what is the major purpose? Everything is discussed on the yesterday's session. Now let's create a revision control line. Control line. Okay. So let's connect it to the application. This is the application. Right, some demo application. I'll be sharing this server after the session is completed. I'm just starting to working on this, how it is working. Okay. So just a minute, supply chain execution, inventory management is there, product management. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is the new instance. One more time, I'll just within 5 minutes, I'll be closing these prerequisites. Okay. Before what is our inventory organization? Right. Let's go to the setup and maintenances and create one inventory organization. Okay. When you are opening your setup and maintenances, it is coming on the Redwood page. Don't worry about that. Don't panic about this. Oh, why we are getting the Redwood pages? Why? Because the new instances, right? Oracle is forcefully implemented to habituated for this Redwood pages. If you want to practice, you can practice. Selecting here. What is our module? Manufacturing and material management, where we created our setups, manufacturing and material management. Under that, what is the functional area? Facilities. Okay, under facilities, same task, manage inventory organization. Nothing is there. The feel and look is somewhat big size, right? So if you click on this, again, you are connected to the normal classic page. Normal classic page. No. I want setup and maintenance is totally in the classic page. Totally in the classic page, my practices. Right. If you feel like that, so click on these three dots. So below that, there is a additional setup is there. Additional setup is there. If you click on this additional setup, you are getting same page. Okay. So this is the page. Okay. Select your classic module. Okay. Let's go to the facilities. Okay. So click on here, inventory management. Okay. Click on here. Please show how you can get the classic page. You got it right? So how we can get this classic page? Tata. Right. So what is our location? Tata Pune inventor. Just think about how I'm creating this. Okay. So we already know very well about that, how to create this. I'm using this US1 business unit. Okay. So as we discussed previously, you can use some seeded data, US1. So what is the city? Let's take a Mumbai. Mumbai. Got it right? Mumbai. So what is the legal entity? US1 legal entity. So automatically profit center business unit is populated here. The seeded data is already shared on your spreadsheet. Okay, please follow for this. Now, click on here next. So what is the item organization? Item master organization, operation. You can take operation. Okay, definition organization. Here also operations. Khatam. So inventory is created successfully. Now let's create a sub inventories. Okay, sub inventories, where we can create sub inventories from the inventory management itself. There is a configure sub inventory option is there, right? So click on this configure sub inventory. It is connected to the Redwood page. So which inventory level you are going to configure this? Tata, right? Tata Pune. Yeah, select and create. So what is this? Stores. Sub inventory is created successfully. Stores. So one more. So what is that? Staging. Okay, two sub inventories. For the locator related, we can create one more. First, we can see first two sub inventories. Right. So sub inventories are created. So what is the next task? Item related configurations. See, it is by default, it is there from the Redwood page. If you want classic page, click on this more actions. Right. So additional setup task. Okay. So from the product management, now you can see. Right. So what is that? Items. Item class. So click on here, item class. So if you want to create new item class, you can create. Otherwise, use root item class. Let's create one item class. Data item class. Okay. Data item class. Internal name is by default system is populated. Now click on save and add details. Now, what is the major important to consideration of this? Right. One is for, let's go to the item management. Click on here, user defined. From the item management, user defined. Let's go to the securities. Under security, what is your major role here? Click on here plus. Okay. So what is the role? What is the role? Product management. Product manager. Right. Search product manager. Okay. So first organization is 000. 000. Right. So below that, provide actions. So whenever the 000 is coming for item creation, what is the actions? This one. Okay. So for which item class? Tata item class. Now it's okay, right? Then what is our inventory organization? Product manager again. So you created your own inventory organization just now, right? Now search. So what is our inventory organization? Tata Pune. Khatam. So click on actions. So add all. Now your Pune organization is also associated. Is this enough? Is a new user account, right? So immediately, so click on here, add user account related person. So what is the user? SCM PS 001. So which organizations you want to provide? One is for item master organization, right? So click on actions. Every time actions related, it is very difficult, right? In such a scenario, you can use duplicate option. We already know, right? So duplicate option. For example, this user, again, we need to provide one more access, right? Inventory access. In such a scenario, click on here. Okay. So what is the organization? Tata. Tata Pune. Okay. Now you can get all these actions. Okay. While duplicate. Nothing. Don't touch anything. Life cycles, templates, nothing. Don't touch anything. Just click on here. Item default classes. Okay. Save and close. Now inventory is having the access of product manager. And user is also having the access of create and delete and update. Now, user is eligibility to create a product. Create a product. So here, eligibility is there. Okay. So before that, let's create one item. Okay. While creating an item, just check it whether this item class and item master organization is activated or not. So this is the way when you are getting any new instance within 10 minutes, right? You will get all the data. Okay, with the practicing purpose. So create new item. Okay, now you can select operations. See, automatically Tata item class is populated. Now this user and this organization is eligibility to create items. So before creating item, so what is the next action? Data access. So inventory data access. Okay. So what are the roles we need to provide for inventory related? Inventory manager, warehouse operator. Let's go to the facilities. Okay, please practice both Redwood and as well as for Classic. Okay. So manage inventory data access. So SCM TRC 001, right? Inventory manager. And what is the security contest? We created one organization, right? Tata. Just type with two or three, right? Names, you can get it for automatically your organization, right? SCM ERC warehouse manager. If you are getting these roles to here, you must add the roles to security contest level. Right. Next, SCM ERC 001 warehouse operator. Tata. So data access is completed. So after this, let's create an item. Okay. Now I am going to create an item. Okay. Now you can see create revision item. Okay. So click on create item. Item related creation. We already know, right? Let's go to the product management. Click on here. Create item. Create item. Okay. What is our organization? Tata item class. I'm not getting any issue, right? So it's simple. I am getting this item class while creating item. Even if you created a new item organization, right, at the time of item class creation, you can associate. So this is for example, Tata revision related. What is that? Lights. Right. This is the revision product. So every time the focusing will be different. Okay. So this is the item. Where we can enable this item is a revision item or this item is not revision item. Okay. From the specification. Okay. So here from the specification, let's go to the inventory. Under inventory, there is a revision control. See, if you select yes to require that a revision be specified for the each material transaction on the item. So whenever you make a material transaction by using this item, you must specify which revision you are transfer. For example, you are purchasing a mobile. They are asking, sir, 2025 model is there. Nice features are there, but 2026 there is advanced features. Basically, which one you are preferring? Updated one, right? If anybody is okay with that, then the prices also be somewhat negotiated, right? So whenever their purchasing related processes are going on or transaction related processes are going on, you must select either what revision this. How system know what revision, A revision or B revision, 1 revision, 2 revision, how system know that, right? Once you enable this, right? So this is what revision related controlling checkbox from the inventory management. So if it is a revision, you need to enable, this is a revision control is yes from the specification of inventory. So once you click on the inventory, right, you are getting this. So remaining options, don't want to touch anything, right? After this, let's go to the association. So click on here. So what is your organization? Tata. Search. Now the Tata Pune organization is coming to here. Okay, finished goods. Okay, save this. So where we can provide A revision, B revision, C revision, or 2025 division, 2020, where we can provide this, right? So quality related developments. Okay, let's go to the specification. Just check it whether this is enabled. Revision control is enabled from the master organization. Check from the inventory organization. So inventory, yeah, it is enabled. Now, so click on the actions. Mayonnaise revisions. You can see here, mayonnaise revision. Okay, by default, system is following the year 0 revision. System is following the 0 revision. Okay, and by default, effective date is system is taking today date. So whatever you created the item, right? The system is taking the today date by default. For example, product is manufacturing today. Right, by system taking manufacturing date is today. You cannot mention the manufacturing date is the last year date, right? Okay, you cannot mention the manufacturing date next year. Whatever the manufacturing date is there, so same date by default system is following. We cannot override this. Okay, now the description. Description, right? Let's take a first revision. First revision. Okay, just giving name like this. Revision reason. Revision reason. So, for example, what is our item? LED light, right? So, what you changes on this? Focusing, quality, durability, right? So, what is? So, why you are changing every year or quarterly? So, what is the purpose? The purpose is cost reduction or customer requested or plan release or process improvement or quality improvement or what? If Oracle is every 3 months, right? That's a planner release every 3 months. Every 3 months. Okay, that's a planner release. Process improvement, quality improvement, supplier requested. What is this? Okay, if it is a planner, that's fine. If it is a customer requested, some customers are requested, you can take this. This is just a reason, right? Reason. Okay, let's take quality improvement. Quality improvement, first reason level. Then next. quality improvement. Next revision is, let's take a revision. A revision or first revision, right? Second revision, just taking like this. Okay. And what is this? Quality improvement. Immediately, you can take this. Every month, this lights related manufacturing qualities are changing. Then you can take every month, right? That means today is the manufacturing date, right? So what is the next? What is the next month related? Let's take a June onwards. June 1st, right? What is the timing? If you mention the timing, automatically system is updated that product with a new revision. With a new revision. For example, if you are setting the iPhone related revision 2025, 2025 is a fine. If it is a 2026, the applications related or iPhone related applications are automatically updated. If you are setting some timing or anything, right? Now I am setting 1 month. Okay, I am giving. So timing night 12 o'clock, or if you want to set up, you can set up timings, hours, minutes, and seconds. Okay. For example, let's take one. Okay, 00. Either it is a PM or what. So here also 00. So immediately at 1 o'clock, okay, AM, system is automatically taking a second revision. Second revision. Okay, I just want one more revision. Okay, B revision. So as for the system date, okay, the system is automatically at the time of processing the material transaction, it is by default system is following 0 revision. You cannot transfer a revision, future revision, right, for the transaction. Okay, let me show you. Then, third revision. So quality improvement. So this third revision is coming from July. Okay. Just example purpose, very rare to revision related implementations are coming to the real life. Okay, just click and see. Okay, now the revisions are created. Save and close. Save and close. Now let's go to the transaction. It's very easy process. Don't spend too much of just understanding this. All right. So the revision is a updated related products. We are using this. So Tata Pune. Click on here. Create miscellaneous transaction. Okay. Miscellaneous receipts. Yes. Click on this. What is the item? Tata LED lights. Okay, 0 quantity. Now select account. Why system is not showing any sub inventories or any locators? So what is the issue? What is the issue? The issue is very clear. Must select the revision. Which revision you are transferring, which revision you are making a on-hand quantity. Right, you can see here. First you need to select, right, which revision. A revision or B revision or 0 revision. Okay, that you need to select. So once you selected, then you are selecting for sub-inventories, stores. Okay, what is the quality? The quantity is 100, 1,000 or something. Okay. So you must select which revision you are going to select. You are going to make a on-hand quantity. The revisions. For all these products, right, 100 products, the revision is same. Manage item quantities. Maybe we cannot track this from here. Check it. Is there any option? Yeah, now you can see revision 0. Okay. So previously we are not getting this. So on the new releases, we can see here the total revision 0 related or revision A or revision B, anything, whatever the on-hand quantity is there. So this we have a total 100 quantity from the store's location. Again, if you want to make revision A, let's click on here, create. So whenever you make any transaction between the sub inventories or inventory to inventory, you must select which revision you are transferring. Okay. Now click on Tata. A revision. Stores. The total quantity is 50. Let's submit. Now let's view this on-hand quantity. Now it can, how many revisions are there? Here, 2 revisions. One is for 0 revision, one is for A revision. A revision which, right, again this location level, A revision, sub-inventory of stores level, it is there. Right. So this is the way how we can create revisions. If you want to transfer this material from one sub-inventory to another sub-inventory by creating sub-inventories or miscellaneous movement request or transfer order, right, you must select it, which revision you are transfer, which revision you are transfer. For example, let's click on here. Okay, I want to transfer from stores to some other sub-inventories. What is the item? Tata. Okay, first you need to select revision. Right, click on columns. So don't panic about this. I'm not getting any revision. So here only limited columns are coming into the line level. Click on show all. Right, show all. Now select which revision. If you selected B revision, what happened? There is a 0 quantity. Right, if you selected A revision, 50 quantity is there. Which sub inventory level? Stores level. 50 quantity is there. A revision. By 0 quantity system is showing. Stores. 1 minute. 0 quantity is there. Why it is showing 0 quantity? Yeah, 10 quantity. You cannot transact more than 0 quantity. Okay. Now what is the logic behind of this? Now 100 quantity. If you select A, 100 quantity is there. Okay. 10 quantity is transferred. A revision stores. The value of attributes of inventory is, because you can see here, you must provide the value destination sub inventory. Okay. So click on here, stores 50 and destination is stays. Okay. Now the total quantity is 10. submit. Okay, so this is the way we can select our revisions while doing any transaction, even customer purpose also. If you are picking this material from the warehouse or for inventory to inventory, so you must select a revision related, which revision you are transferring. Okay, for the inventory item, if it is a stockable, you must track the stockable related, which revision is stock, how much. So you can verify from here, stock related. So previously here it is there 15, now it is there from here, A revision. Okay, so from the transaction level also you can verify this review completed transactions level. Right, so what is the revision related numbering? If you open this, okay, the revision. So why we are taking a zero revision? Why we are not taking for A revision or B revision for starting? Right, by default it is coming by the inventory management. Let me show you. Okay, if anybody is asking, just inform to them. By default, I want to set up as a revision. A revision. So this will be coming from the where is our item organization facilities? So inventory organization. So what is the default revision system is following? Default revision. Okay, let me show you. Data. Manage organization parameters. You can see starting revision is 0. So that is the reason system is following a default revision is 0. If you set up a, let's see what happened. Save and close. Right. So along with that, you need to set up one more org level. What is that? Item organization level also. There is a default revision is there. Item organization. Right. So let me show you. This is just for your information where where this default related revision is following. Item organization is our item organization. Yeah, manage item organizations. So we are following which organization operations, right? Search this operation. Manage organization parameters. You can see here starting revision is A, but inventory level it is 0, right? So system is following that. Okay, click on save and close. Now let's create an item with the revision. System is following 0 or A revision. Okay. If it is a 0, right, immediately the changes are not reflected. Let it take time. If it is A, that's fine because all the Redwood related functionality is enabled. Maybe how system is following. Let's create one item. So previously, by default, system is taking 0 revision, right? Now let's see after changes, what happened. Specifications, inventory, revision control is yes. Auto. Any item is there? just giving like data revision item. Now you can see revision A, revision A. Okay, let's open this. First, we can save this. Now let's go to the manage revisions. Now you can see A revision. A revision. Right, previously 0 is there, right? Now it is there, A revision. Okay, next you can customize B revision or 1 revision or 2 revision. Now I want to revision 1, revision 2, revision like this. Okay, what you need to do is, this is the code, right? This is the code. So we need to follow that. Okay. So this is the way how we can make a default revision by controlling of inventory and item organization. Just a minute, I'm just doing this. Right, one is for inventory org level. Right, inventory org level, manage parameters. Okay. So one more is for item org level. Setup and maintenances. But it is not a manufacturing. It's for, from the manufacturing also item organization is there. Okay. Manage item org. So after this, right, create miscellaneous transaction, process flow testing, or else, right, revision transaction. So what is the revision transaction? We can create one miscellaneous transaction. Receipts. For validation of revision is activated or not. Miscellaneous transactions, verify the generation method, serial number, yeah. Yep. So this is how we can create a revision control. This is very simple. No need to worry about that. Just activated the revisions and make the transactions. That's all. Okay. Now, one more is for locator control. Locator control. Right. So the last two is there. Okay. Let's close this today topic. We are taking very long this locator control. What is locator control? So as we discussed in the previous, right. So locator control is nothing but warehouse management level. We can divide sub inventories with locators, racks, rows, bins. Right. So how it is look and feel. So obviously they are maintaining this. Okay. Locator related controls. How feel and look, I'll just show you. Auto Pune warehouse videos. Effect. Page videos. Is in a clip. System. This. Just want to show you highlighted of this sub inventories. Yeah. So you can see they are packing. Yeah, here you can see. This is the locators. Hope you are able to see this, right? Can you confirm?
Yes, Giri.
Yeah. So these all are the locators within the sub inventory stores location. So whatever the packing material, you can see each and every rack and rows, there is a numbering. See, there is a numbering, right? K56 total 750, right? Rack row location, SI number A, K55, SI number K45, like this, right? So each and every rack, there is a numbering. Under this numbering, there is a items. So there is a bin. Under bin, there is a different items. Okay. How locators? You can see here very clear locators. Okay. Locators. So these all are the locators related. How we can create these locators in the warehouse? Right? C36, C, these all are assiles. Okay. Now let's take a same real-time related thing. Yeah. Let's go to here. So locators related. It will take time and there is some technical related approach is there from here. Okay. So please follow for this carefully. First of all, before creating locators, so what you need to do is you need to create a structure, right? Structure means here there is a, what happened? There is a structure means SI. SI is there. SI means the complete area of this rack. SI is there. Rack is there. And row is there. And bin. Four types is there. Okay. Under SI, rack is there. Rack level, there is a row. Row level, there is a bin. Okay. So what is their structure? Here, what structure they are following? Data warehouse structure. Just want to show. So nothing I am following any new thing. Okay. It's all about which is there in the bottom warehouse locators structure. House location. So, let me see. Yeah, the cell, rack, level, bin. Okay, so this is the one. You can see here. Okay, so one by one. First SL, under SL, there is a racks level, level 1 or level 2 are bin. Okay, let's take this. So now you can see here, up to now, inventory is there, right? Inventory and sub-inventories are there, right? Warehouse is there and zone means sub-inventories. Zones are there, right? So locators are not there. Okay, let's create a locators. For example, if locators are there, while searching this item, okay, Tata, while searching this item, under this inventory organization, you are getting, if it is a revision, that's fine. Under this inventory organization, you are getting sub-inventories. Under sub-inventory, which locator it is there, you are getting here. Okay. So already stores are defined, right? You cannot create a locators under the stores sub-inventory. Why? Because at the time of implementation itself, it is accepted. Once the transaction is completed, you cannot define. You cannot define. So again, you need to issue out all the material, then you create it. In real time also same, right? For example, if items are there in the sub-inventory, how can you make that structure of the locators, racks, rows? It's a disturb, right? Same way, again, you need to issue out all the material, then you can create. So we'll take one more sub-inventory for locators related. Let's create that. So before going to the locators, right? First, you need to create a locator structure. Locator structure. This what the structure, right? Structure means you can see here, right? SIL, rack, like this. There is a multiple racks. There is a multiple SILs. 1 to 100 SILs are there. 1 to 200 racks are there. 1 to 300 levels are there, right? So bins also 1 to multiple bins, 1000 bins are there. Boxes, bins means boxes. You can see here the boxes. It's boxes, right? Each rack there is a box type. Okay, box. There is a boxes. Each boxes there is a boxes. That boxes are items. Okay, which item is located on that bin? Now let's go and create a structure. So how to create a structure? Locator, control, create locator structure first. Structure. So where we can create locator structure, navigation I will be provided you. Let's go to the manufacturing and material management. Okay. Under this inventory, under inventory, right? There is a locator key flexi fields are there. You can see here locator key flexi fields. Okay. First, you need to create a key flexi fields. Key flexi fields means one of the important areas or application pages. So we can create by using the flexi fields, right? So this is some technical related. I'll be explaining complete on the technical revision level. Okay. First, you need to follow the same. Just click on this manage inventory locators key flexi fields navigation. What is this text? Check with lowest distribution center. What is this? Lowest? Somebody is asking some question. Okay.
Okay, you were checking for the locators, right? Come
Yeah.
back. So that has a proper video
Okay.
to which I work. So I just gave an example. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So inventory management, locator flexi fields. Right. So click on manage structure. Already some structures are there, seeded structures are there. If you want to use this 4 segments locator structure. No, business is asking, let's create my own structure, Tata locators. Okay. So I'm just checking what is the values they are using. Okay. Use same values. Don't create any values. ORA inventory locators VS. Just copy this. Values. These are the values. Values means A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. First of all, that value is also created, right? Otherwise, our system is making the entries, right? A rack, B row, right? Rack 10, the values. The values are coming from here. Okay. So how to create these values, we can see for technical session. First of all, you just copy this. So where we can copy this, how to copy this. Okay. So once, just a minute, I'll show you. So once you are entering into the inventory locator key flexi fields, click on the structure, search under this 4 segment, right? This is the seeded one. Click on here. Okay. So what is our values? Okay. This is the values codes. Okay. Value set codes. So based on that, whenever the SIL is coming, the value is there. SIL row rack bin. Here also it is there same. Okay. Now let's create our own. So click on here. So what is our Tata locators? So Tata warehouse is following this locators related structure. Okay. The name is this. Description also same. Delimiters. Delimiters nothing but. So rack dot rack slash like sum. Okay. So click on here. Delimiters you can take star or anything. Okay. After this, so click on save. Okay. Now the values. So what are the values? Assign, rack, level, bin. Right. The values. Okay. Let's create one by one. Click on here. What is the first one? Assign. Okay. Copy this. So API name, it's a technical name. Okay. System is default following. Description is same. Sequence. SIL is coming for first, right? First. Okay. Then the sequence is 1. Okay. Prompt is SIL. Here the prompt is also same. Width. So if you want to enter that space of SIL related, what is the width is required? Just take a 5. Okay. The column is, what is the column? This is segment column 1. What is the values code? Default value set code. Already copied, right? So this one, you can use this. There is a multiple values are there. Value set code. Okay. Search. And save and close. So SIL is created. SIL is created. What is the next one? Next. What is that? Rack. Okay. Sequence is 2. Prompt is same. Prompt. Prompt nothing but in the chart GPT we are giving this prompt, right? The system is giving this. Okay, same way. System level also there is a prompt. And the range is not required. Column. Column is 2. And values are this one. Search. Okay. Save. Save and close. So rack is created. Rack segment is created. SL is created. What is the next one? Level. Level 1 or level 2, level 3, level 4. Level. Sorry. API must be created. Click on here. My level system is not following. Let's take a row or else. Just a minute. Data locators. API name must be required. System by default system is following. If it is not following, let enter C. If you are entering identify segment by preferring integration point, changing the values could break the integration points. Let's take a rack. Sequence is this is 4, right? So column 4, 3 will create. Why system is not taking this? Okay. Now save and close. So bin is created. The last one is right. Only level. Assign rack and bin is there. Right. So let's create. Let's try this. System smart 4. A few things are entering to here. Let's take a row or else. SL rack bin, let's follow same thing. Okay, otherwise don't spend too much of time. Already we are already. Okay, Tata locators. Save and close. Locators are created. Can we use directly? No, there is a process. Now you can see, right, deployment status is editable. So after this, you can create directly, you cannot create structure. You can use structure instances. Right, click on that. So what is our Tata locators, right? Same, create Tata structure instances. So you can use structure instances in your locators. You cannot use directly structure, right? What is the structure name? Tata locators. Based on this, all the segments are populated. You can see all the segments are populated. Save and close. So after this, deploy, right? Deployment status is null. Okay, deploy the flexi fields. So no errors. You can see no errors. So click on done. So structure is created, right? Structure is created. This is the value sets. Okay. So please follow this as a value sets. Now, right here, enable locators. Locators, right? Inventory level. Locators in the inventory level. How to enable that? So for example, if you are not enabling this inventory is a locators, right? So for example, this warehouse is a locator, right? If you are not enabling the warehouse is a locators, right? You cannot associate it to this. First, you can go to the facilities and enable the locators from the inventory level. Okay. So manage Inventory organization. So what is our inventory organization? Tata. Okay. So manage organization parameters. So where we can enable the locators? Here you can see locator control. If this inventory is following the locator, then you have an option called dynamic entry locators, locator control determined at sub-inventory level, previously defined locator controls. If already previously defined, means already some other warehouse level, warehouse management application, it is already defined, we can use that. Dynamic entry locator control at the time of receiving, or else we are defining at sub-inventory level, right? So click on this sub-inventory level. Now the system is giving one warning. You are allowing only for new sub-inventories. New sub-inventories. If you are okay with that, so click on OK. Save and close. Right. So now, what happened? This sub-inventories are created. Inventory level we are enabled, right? Now, what is the next functionality? Let's create one sub-inventory. Create locator sub-inventory. Right. How to create that? We already know, right? Otherwise, let's go to the global search. Okay. So click on here. Manage sub-inventories and locators. So use this functionality. In Redwood functionality, right? So we are not getting this locator enables. Okay, use this. Manage locators, sub-inventories and locators. So let's create one sub-inventory. So what is this sub-inventory? Locator sub-inventory. Okay, locator sub-inventory. Where we can enable our locator sub-inventories? Structure. So now you can enable your structure to here. Okay, material status is yes. You can see locator control. Locator control. Right. So now you can define from previously defined or dynamic entry. Previously, let's take a previously defined. Okay, location is not required. Now you can see data locators. Data locators. Okay. So in the sub-inventory level, if you define already structure, then use locator previously defined. Dynamic entry means at the time of entry, at the time of receiving, we need to enter which locators we can move. Okay. So this is only the checkbox enabling and this one. Right. So based on that, your values are populated. Save and close. Is this enough? Now locator structure is enabled. How system know A rack, B rack, C rack? Like this, right? Where we can define that? We can define from here, manage locators. You can see here, manage locators. So click on this. Now, locators are not defining, right? Structure is defined, assign, rack, row, bin. Okay, click on this. Now you can see assign, rack, bin. How this assign, rack, bin is coming based on the locator structure. Right, what is the assign? Assign 1, rack 1, bin 1. Right. So here no need to require anything. Right. Only inspection purpose, any specific purpose, you can create this, otherwise leave it. Okay. Now click on this. One more. Right. SL 1, rack 2, bin 2. Right. SL 1, rack 3, bin 3. Is it possible to create all these? Right. There is a multiple racks are there. No need to worry. So we have a spreadsheets are there. We can load by these spreadsheets. Okay. SL2, rack 1, bin 1. Spreadsheets are there. We can use that spreadsheets. Don't worry about that. So, yeah, click on here. Now the locators are created, right? Now click on done. So now if you want to create any transaction to this sub-inventory, what is our sub-inventory? Locator sub-inventory, right? Okay, let's make a create sub-inventories transaction. Click on here. Sub-inventory transfer. What is the item? Tata LED light. Okay. Now, revision. Let's take a revision or something. Right. What is the sub-inventory? Stores. From the stores to locator. If you select locator, obviously, this locator field is enabled. Let's take this. See, locator. So it will take time. Okay. Directly, if you are submitted, system is throwing error. See, you must provide the destination locator attribute for the quantity of 10. Quantity of 10. Okay. Just 1 minute. We can close this. Okay. How the locator is enabling under this. Just log out and log in. Just now we created, right? Only one transaction. Right. Tomorrow we'll see for another inventory related processes. Create sub-inventory, anything, miscellaneous transaction or anything. Sub-inventory transfers. Click on this. What is the item? Data. Okay. So revision is A. Now let's select from stores to locator sub-inventory. Now you can see locator is enabled. Right. Which locator you are transfer the material from stores to locator sub-inventory? Which locator? Locator means this one. Which locator you are putting your material? Now warehouse team is selecting the locator. So where they are selecting? Just click on here. Mappings. Right. So which SIL, which SIL level, which rack level, which bin level, this space is there. They are moving that. Okay. Just sorry. Search. Right. You can see the racks, rows, bins are coming like this. Okay. They are selecting that. So where it is there? SIL1. This third one is, no, I'm a little confused. SIL1, rack 3 and bin 3. This is the locator. Right. How much quantity? 10 quantity. Submit. If you are not entering any locator, system is not accepted. Why? Because this is a locator structure relay, locator controlling, right? The sub-inventory is locator control. Now you just query this. Revision. Which revision we are transfer? A revision, right? Select. Under A again, locators. So under locator, which locator? You can see locator. Okay. So inventory manager know very well about that. 1 means SIL, 3 means rack. They know very well about this structure. This is the way how we can create locator related control in the warehouse based on the structure, based on the structure of hierarchy. So locators are one of the enterprise structure hierarchy. Under sub-inventories, created a locators. After locators, nothing is there. Don't worry. Okay. So that's all for today's session.